Hello everyone, this is Zhang Qiqi from Team 5. Our team members are Riddick Jin, Zhu Haoxiang, Chen Yuheng, Wu Meng, and I. The theme of our project and today's presentation is a solution to contact customers to reduce the customer churning rate. Firstly, I'd like to introduce our project overview. Now, I'd like to introduce the background of our project. Our customer is called the White Dot Company, which is a world-renowned company mainly engaged in the asset management area. Now, the problem we faced are their rising customer churning rate. Nowadays, thanks to the emerging technology, the online asset management industry has become more and more competitive, and various companies in this area provide customers with much more choices than before. So under such circumstances, the White Dot Company is faced with a fierce competition because its customers are more likely to leave than ever before. And the loss of the customers has caused a huge negative impact on the company's revenue. So to solve this problem and improve the efficiency as well as the overall revenue of the company, the White Dot Company started to collect internal data from various operational transactions, as well as other operational activities. And our plan is to utilize the internal data they collected to find the indicators of their customer chain and to predict what kind of customer turn to exist. Then we'll target those who have a higher probability to stay if White Dot contacts them properly. And we believe that our solution will finally help the company to contact its customers more effectively and efficiently. Next, I want to introduce the objective of our plan. Our final objective is to reduce the customer churn rate by improving the customer contact efficiency. So our project contains two parts. In the first part, our aim is to reduce the customer churning rate. And to reach the goal, we firstly identify the indicators of customer chain and make suggestions for the White Dot Company to reduce it. And then we'll use various data models to analyze the data and try to predict the future customer churn rate for the company for future use. And in the second part, our goal is to make suggestions to the White Dot Company to improve the customer contact efficiency. And the procedure of this part is the same as the first part. That is, we'll first identify the indicators of successful customer contact, and then suggest the White Dot Company to improve the contact success rate. We'll also use models to analyze the data and predict the successful contact rate at the same time. To sum up, our overall purpose is to find the indicators of customer chain and use the solutions we got in the customer contact part to reduce the churn rate. And the model we'll use in both parts is logistic regression, the decision tree, and the neural network. Next, my teammate Wu Meng will introduce the data preparation and visualization part.
Hello everyone, this part is mainly about our data sets and variables selection. These two data sets are from two banks which are facing similar customer churn and contact problems to White Dot. The dataset for customer churn contains customer basic information and whether this customer exited. We dropped unnecessary attributes like roll number, customer ID, surname, and geography because they are either irrelevant to our topic or just ID. As for balance and salary, it makes more sense to analyze the value of balance divided by salary rather than isolated balance and salary values. Just to understand how much a customer saves in spite of his or her salary. From this form, we can see our dataset is actually imbalanced, so we use undersampling method to balance the training data. Visualization for our data set, and normally customers with lower balance ratio are form. Maybe because they have lower balance, so they are not that sensitive about things such as interest rate or service quality. From the right graph, we can see middle-aged clients are more likely to exit it. The data set for client contact is about a bank marketing campaign. It contains customers' basic information, details of contact, economic contents, and whether the customer subscribes a term deposit after connected. We drop constant microeconomic indicators and unnecessary attributes like default, contact, because almost all the customers are connected via telephone, and only 3 out of 40,000 customers have default records. Also, these 3 variables are highly homogeneous, so we only keep P outcome, which includes information about how one reacted to previous Connect campaign. For customer Connect dataset, we also use the undersampling method to balance our training data. And about visualization, we selected 4 significant variables to help better understand our dataset. In the first graph, we can see if one subscribed some service previously, he or she tends to subscribe this time as well. Secondly, after analyzing association between job feature and contact success rate, we found that students and retirees are more likely to accept purchasing the product. As for different months, clients connected in March, April, September, October, and December are more likely to subscribe our product. At last, we found that both younger and older generations are more likely to order the service after connected. Next, Ritika will talk more about our models.
Hello, everyone. So in this segment, I'll be showing what all models did we consider in order to solve a customer churn problem. So before implementing any model, we noticed that our data was quite disbalanced with only 20% of churned customer details. So first we decided to balance our data, and we added some more detailed churned customer details using undersampled, so that the ratio of churned customer and non-churned customer details should be 1:1. Then our first model which we implemented was logistic regression, and the accuracy for this model came out to be 68.93%. Since this accuracy was very low, this model was only used to determine the relationship between the features and the variable, that is between the attributes and the target variable. Now moving on to the second model. The second model which we implemented was extreme gradient boosting, which is also known as XGBoost. And for this model, the accuracy came out to be 77%. As you can see on the left-hand side, we also got an insight on what all feature plays what importance. Like this graph shows like what all attributes contribute towards what extent towards the target variable. Now further, we used random forest, and for this, the accuracy of our model came out to be 94.11%. Similar to the XGBoost, on the left-hand side, there is a graph which shows the important features. for like what all features contributed towards the target variable and to what extent. And when we like just took the first 5 features, age, credit score, the balance upon salary ratio, number of products, and tenure, in our second random forest, our model's accuracy decreased from 94.11% to 84.98%, but still it was higher than the rest of the models. So in conclusion, we decided to compare our models with the help of ROC curve, and through ROC curve we calculate area under this curve, and this area lies between 0 and 1. The model which has the maximum area is considered to be the most accurate model. So as you can see, there are 3 graphs, one for XGBoost, other for logistic regression, and the other one is for random forest. And out of which the ROC for random forest computes the maximum area under the curve. So we decided to implement random forest for our customer churn problem.
Hello, I'm Chen Yuheng, Jasper. I will introduce the model part for customer contact. As my teammates mentioned before, our team tried to use logistic regression, decision tree, and neural network for this part. For logistic regression, our team first developed a model with all attributes and found some attributes are not significant. So we dropped insignificant variables to develop another logistic regression model and get the results of the coefficient. You can have a look at this plot. Our team found that P outcome is a very significant attribute, and the odds ratio of P outcome equals to success is higher than 1. We considered that whether a customer had White Rocks service before is more likely to subscribe a new service than other people. For decision tree, we first tried cart algorithm to build decision tree. After pruning, we visualize the decision tree and calculate the variable's importance. According to the plot, we found that P outcome, month, age, and job, these 4 variables are important features and need to pay more attention. Then we tried both random forest and XGBoost algorithm. These 2 algorithms are ensembled learning algorithms which can synthesize basic cart decision tree and enhance the predict performance. We tried different parameters for both random forest and XGBoost, and the optimal models also showed the same attributes importance as cart. For this reason, we convinced that job, month, P outcome, and age are important attributes. Then we try to use neural network. Artificial neural network is a concept derived from biological neural network. Its main structure have 3 parts: input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. There are nodes in each layers, and the nodes are connected by weights. It can train the data and using backpropagation method to adjust the weights and finally get a well-learning model. We try different parameters and structures for neural network and finally found an optimal model. The parameters and the structures of the optimal neural network model are shown in this table. Finally, we compare different models to try to select a best model for your company to predict what kinds of customers are necessary to contact. The results of the 3 different kinds of models are shown in this table. We found that when the prediction accuracy increases, the false negative rate usually increase. In our case, false negative event means predict customers do not subscribe service, but actually they do, which means prediction loses potential customers. We consider that high false negative rate is unacceptable. and we set a bottom line of 75 prediction accuracy and try to lower the false negative rate as much as possible. In addition, neural network is a black box model, so it is hard to be used to analyze features, visualize, and find some realistic insights. So in conclusion, we recommend your company to use random forest model to predict whether a customer will finally subscribe a service and find out what are the important features that lead customers to make such a decision. Then I will pass to Haoxiang to introduce our recommend solutions for your company to reduce customer churn rate. Thanks for your listening.
Now, please allow me to introduce our complete solution based on our previous data analytics. Number one, provide product packages. WhiteRock could pack various products into some packages and advertise those packages to those customers who subscribed the products in our previous advertising campaign. These customers are more likely to be contacted successfully, and WhiteRock could use methods like bonus to encourage their consumption. When they purchased more products, the probability of churning will decrease. Number two, email contact and linking advertisement. Middle-aged people are always the most wealthy people in one society. So it is very, very important for WhiteRock to attract more and maintain more middle-aged customers. The previous study showed that this group of people are hard to be contacted. It is probably because these customers are much more busy, so have no time to answer the phone. WhiteRock could use an alternative email way to try to access them. Though a lot of people will not check our company's email, it is still worth trying because of the low cost of email. The team also suggests WhiteRock to advertise in LinkedIn as clients working as management and admin who are hard to be contacted are more active in this platform. Number three, pay attention to contact time. Customers are more likely to be contacted successfully in April, May, September, October, and December. So WhiteRock could increase the frequency of contacting and intensify the advertising campaign in this period. The team also suggests WhiteRock to collect more data to do research deeper to analyze why contact in different time has different successful rate. Then the company could implement A/B test to experiment if contact in some certain time, for example, in certain hours of a day, have higher successful rate. Our team are willing to be an employee if WhiteRock want to outsource this test. Number four, provide family packages. WhiteRock could provide family packages with strong preferential strengths. Middle-aged customers are hard to be contacted and more likely to churn. If WhiteRock offers competitive family packages, the successful rate may increase if their young family want our products. Family packages could not only help WhiteRock contact middle-aged more smoothly, but also probably lower churn rate because young people are less likely to churn. So the whole family are less likely to churn because the whole family is a combination. The last one, contact high balance ratio customers more frequently. Customers who has higher balance ratio are more likely to churn. It may be because they are more sensitive when they are unsatisfied with company's products, or some other reasons. There are some other reasons that we cannot explore from our current data set. So to lower their churn rate, White Rogue is supposed to contact them more frequently and track what they are not satisfied. So then we can adjust our products timely. So those are the solutions we suggest to White Rogue. Thank you.